You know, guys, I'm more than a gambler, more than a handicapper. I used to be a sports reporter. I'm a sports junkie, always have been. And you can't go anywhere today, actually, since last night, without turning on the Four Letter Network, without listening to Sports Talk Radio, talking about that story where those sources have confirmed that the Lakers are interested in acquiring Dwight Howard and Chris Paul. Gee, the Lakers would like to acquire both players, huh? Two of the top players in the league, the Lakers would like them, huh? Well, I'd like $1 million. What do you guys want from Santa Claus for Christmas? I mean, Jesus, like this is a story? Haven't we heard these rumors in the past? But now they'd like to have both. Again, I'd like $2 million instead. Think about this. I mean, we've heard all the rumors about Dwight Howard, wanting out of Orlando, and the Lakers, one that was interested in his services, sending Andrew Bynum and a cart full of junk over to Orlando to get Howard. And listen, if they can do that, God bless them. If the Magic feel they can take Andrew Bynum and make him into something serviceable, God bless them. Personally, I think he's a guy who plays 61 games a season and averages 14 points and 8 rebounds. This guy is not the most athletic. He's not graceful on the floor. I covered enough NBA guys. I can watch a guy run a floor. Look at Andrew Bynum. Does he look graceful? He's a body. He's athletic, but he doesn't have that fluid motion. He doesn't look graceful out there, and he always is breaking down too. But hey, if you can send Lamar Odom and Andrew Bynum and what other serviceable parts, a future draft pick and some money to Orlando to make the trade, you know how it goes in the NBA. You've got to have equal parts on both sides and then maybe a 10% difference in order to make the salaries all match. It's difficult to make those blockbuster type trades in the NBA, as you all well know. But to think that you're going to get Gasol and Paul and Howard is kind of ridiculous. I mean, what are you going to do then to get Chris Paul? And seriously, I mean, if you had a choice between Dwight Howard, build your team around the center, the hardest piece to get on the floor, or around the point guard. Not the point guards are a dime a dozen, but listen, you have a much better chance of finding a point guard in future drafts than you do finding a center who's good, to block 4 shots a game, grab 25 points, 8 to 10 rebounds, and be a dominating defensive player, and who at the age of 25 still hasn't really developed his offensive game. But again, the Lakers would like both of them. Gee, you're kidding me. And guys, I'm going to tell you this, just like I told you last summer when the Miami Heat made their big acquisitions of, the big, adding LeBron and Chris Bosh, making them the big three. This isn't rotisserie league. This is not fantasy league. You just don't put the players out there. Ask the Philadelphia Eagles and their dream team. You don't put the players out there and suddenly expect them to play. So this gets back now to gambling. How many times have I told you the opening weeks of the season, no matter the sports, the only time you have the advantage over the odds makers, but it's especially true in NFL preseason. You gotta love when the phone goes off and beeps during a text message comes in during a video. It's especially true in the NFL preseason in the month of August. I proved my point, hitting 7 out of 10 of my best bets in preseason play. And it's especially true in the opening month of college basketball because, again, the odds makers really aren't concentrating on basketball here the past few weeks. College football's winding down. NFL's still going strong. Now the college is over until we've got that first bowl game, and I know you're all lining up and waiting, just ready to pounce and look at that game between Wyoming and Temple from Albuquerque, New Mexico on December 17th. How about if they held a bowl game in Albuquerque and nobody showed up? Just a thought. But anyway, now the odds makers can at least focus a little more on college basketball. But again, you can still exploit bad numbers and soft numbers because you've got all these non-conference games. You've got all these preseason made-for-TV tournament games. And again, every night you'll find bad numbers. I think I've proven my point there as well. I'm off to a 7-1 start in basketball. But it's not just me, guys. Listen, Jeff Benton, 8-0. In college basketball already. Scott Delaney, 7-0 with his best bets in college basketball so far this season. Just among a few of the guys that are hot. Now, as for me tonight, college basketball, my bread and butter plays are 15-dime releases. And in that 7-1 college basketball start, I'm already a perfect 3-0 with 15-dime plays. They're listed on the site. You can see who I had in those games. Tonight, I have found another one where I have found a single-digit favorite that I think wins tonight's game by 13 points. Again, it is a 15-dime play, 3-0 in basketball with these plays so far, 26-14 with these plays in football, college and pro, and college basketball. dating back to the beginning of the NFL preseason in August. 26-14, 20 out of 29 winning days. That's my best bet on tonight's card. I will get to your money-saving discount coupon code in just a moment. Plus, I will also give you a free pick on the Miami-Memphis contest tonight. I have to mention, of course, Dom Chambers. He's won 19 of the last 28 days. Now, listen, Dom did lose a smaller play last night on the Jacksonville Jaguars. It was about a 50-50 split in terms of handicappers that had the Chargers, handicappers that had the Jaguars last night. And, it looked good until about, 2 minutes left to go in the first half, and then all hell broke loose. But tonight, Dom is raising the bar. He's won 19 of the last 28 days. $10 players have won $6,320 in that stretch tonight. 50-dime winner number 8 out of 9. Oh, it's on the Memphis-Miami over-under. Interesting. Memphis-Miami, the over-under is going to be his 50-dime play tonight. That's what he has going. Jeff Benton, who I mentioned is 8-0 in college basketball tonight, he has won $10 players, $4,520 over the past 5.5 weeks. Tonight, 20-dime winner number 17 out of 23. I'm just looking here. He's on Memphis-Miami tonight. I can tell you I'm not on Memphis-Miami tonight because I'm going to give you a free pick on the game in just a second. So, and Scott Delaney, who is 7-0 with college basketball best bets so far this season. 25-dime release tonight, Kent State and James Madison. His overall record, no matter the rating in college hoops, 14-3 for Scott Delaney. Listen, guys, your money-saving discount coupon code tonight is going to be WINTER17. WINTER17. Winter, like the season. Winter, WINTER, and the number 17. Put it all together, WINTER17. That'll save you $17 off of any single purchase you make today. Once again, you don't have to buy my latest college basketball play. You can buy anybody's selections at the site and use that coupon. Again, WINTER17 will save you $17 off any single purchase you make tonight. Now, for your free pick tonight, I'm going to turn and take a look at that Memphis-Miami game. And I'll tell you what, it is a damn hard game to pick a side because you've had Miami made a very important key change in their lineup here in just the past week, and I'll get to that in a moment. I look at Memphis, and this is a team that overall the record isn't that impressive, but then you look at the body of work that this team has compiled. Remember, they played in the Maui Invitational, and, they lost to Michigan, and you saw the hot start Michigan came up with, and they played 3 games in 3 nights. They lost to Michigan 73-61. They beat Tennessee 99-97 in double overtime the next night, and then one night later, they lost to Georgetown 91-88. So that is one hell of a 3-day stretch for Memphis. A young, talented team with a young coach, a 3-guard lineup. They love to shoot from outside. A very good team. Not much of a rebounding team, however. Then on the other hand, you've got Miami. And you look at their body of work and you say, okay, Miami lost by 3 points to Mississippi on the road. They lost 76-65 at Purdue last week. They snapped a 2-game losing streak by beating an average, very young, inexperienced Massachusetts team 83-75 on Saturday. However, Miami, the Hurricanes have made a change, as I said, in their lineup. Now, they are minus their biggest player, 6'10 center Reggie Johnson. He's probably out till the end of December, early January. He hasn't played so far this season because of a knee injury. However, they've gone to a 3-guard lineup, inserting a freshman, Shane Larkin. Shane Larkin, remember Barry Larkin, related to him? Shane Larkin. And he's really responded. 14 points against UMass on Saturday, 18 points in his first start against Purdue on Tuesday. Because of that, you now have a Miami team and a Memphis team that both relies on 3-guard lineups. Miami playing in revenge, playing at home. This game has opened up. Memphis was getting a point. It's up to 2.5 points at this point. Miami laying the points in Coral Gables tonight, where they have won 27 consecutive home games against non-conference foes since December of 2008. And I'll tell you, I went back and forth here. I originally was going to go with Memphis in this game, but I think the way to go in this contest is to go with Miami now. Miami laying the points at home. Miami is playing in revenge. They lost when these two met in Memphis last year. It was a very close game, a game in which Miami hammered Memphis on the boards. Again, I told you, Memphis is a very small team. They do not rebound well. I think Miami, even though they're minus Reggie Johnson, will be able to control the boards. I like the change they've made in their lineup. They're a very good outside shooting team. So I'm going to go with them in this particular spot here tonight. But I think the better play, how can this game not go over? It opened around 141. It's up to about 143 to 143.5. I like this game to go over the posted price. So that's how I would play it, Miami, but I like the over even more. It's not my best bet on the board. Again, 7-1 in college basketball so far this season, including a 3-0 sweep with those 15-dime plays. My bread and butter releases tonight, 15-dime opening mismatch game of the year, guys. These 15-dime plays, 26 and 14 with them in all sports, dating back, football and basketball combined, since the beginning of August when preseason action started. And I've got a single-digit favorite I think wins by 13 tonight. That'll do it. Good luck to you all, and I will catch you again on Wednesday morning.